Hey everyone! So, this is something I wasn't sure I was going to do for the longest time. And if you're seeing this, it this is either complete or it's very close to completion. I told myself I wouldn't do uh, any more long plays, or at least anything that was excessively long. Like even Brittle Doom, uh, WAD Pack seemed a little long in the tooth at times. But I'm recording this now. It is the 25th of August. Who knows when you'll actually see this? It could be months. Who knows? Unless I just like get a wild hair at my ass and start doing a bunch of it at once. Um, but yeah, this is a big project I want to do. I want to test the waters and do the first game of this series, and then I want to do the rest of them in game world chronological order. But we're gonna see how the first one goes. So at least if nothing else, assuming I finish this and it goes up, we can go from there, right? So here we go. And this is my actual hard copy, and the battery does still work. But I seem to be. No, never mind. Oh shit. Let's try it again. There we go. I was having problems with my headphones, earbuds, whatever. In ages long forgotten, light fought darkness for control of the world. Dark Dragon led the evil hordes of darkness. The ancients fought back with the powers of light. Dark Dragon was defeated and cast into another dimension. The Lord of Darkness vowed to return in 1,000 years. Time passed, and Dark Dragon was forgotten by all. 10 centuries of peace ruled the land of Rune. Until the kingdom of Runefaust brought war and fear to Rune. Hordes of evil creatures ravaged every land. Here and there, strongholds of good still held out. Awaiting a hero who could wield the powers of light. Let's play Shining Force, the Legacy of Great Intention. This game is a classic. I love this game so much. But it's also probably my least favorite of the Shining Forces I played. But it's pretty unbalanced. But sorry. Okay. Wow, Dark Dragon, Ancients? Let's see now. What does this old book say? 1,000 years have passed since they vanquished Dark Dragon. And this book says Dark Dragon threatened to return right about now. I bet anything that Dark Dragon is behind the evil hordes of Runefaust. I need to tell someone about this. Who would listen to a kid like me? I think Dark Dragon is coming back. Will you help us? Come on, it'll be an adventure. Okay, let's erase our old file. Alright, so. For anybody that watches my streams, in case I haven't already mentioned it before, this is the tune I use at the beginning and end of my streams. I am quite fond of it. Now, this is actually not the first Shining Force game I ever played. I actually played the second one first, and then I played CD, and then I played this one. It's just whatever I can get my hands on. We got Shining Force 2 at a local flea market. I got Shining Force CD for my birthday one year. Like, back when they still sold Sega CD in, like, department stores. And then I got Shining Force 1 off eBay, I think. Technically, Shining Force 2 isn't even mine. It's my brother's. But, you know. God, what else is there to say? It's Shining Force. I love the series. It's such a fucking shame that they'll probably never make another one. We'll still get Shining games, but never Shining Force, because that was a Camelot thing. And, well, you know. We're going to stick with the default. This is our hero, Max. Nice to meet you, Max. I'm Simone. Come back often and tell me everything. You need to get going. Evil spreads farther across the room every passing day. Isn't there a difficulty select? Hang on a second. Welp, I am wrong. I guess only, I guess one didn't have difficulty, unless you do a ROM hack. And at least for this one, we're going to play on an actual cartridge. Shining Force 2, I'm not sure I can trust my cartridge as much, because it's well more loved than this one, or has been well more loved. And besides, for Shining Force 2, assuming I do it, and it's going to be way in the future, chronologically speaking, we're going to be using a ROM hack for that anyway, to fix the hardest difficulty. But oh well, I guess we're just playing a normal-ass game of Shining Force, so alright. Cool. Max? Max? Come on, kid, wake up. I didn't hit you that hard. Keep your guard up, kid. Those beasts of rune files will tear you to pieces. Okay, that's enough for today. You better take it easy for a while. No, Max, I think you've had enough for today. So, I'm a little weirded out by this game because it doesn't even have like a status screen. It's kind of weird. Well, Max, had enough swordplay for today? I don't know how you keep at it hour after hour. I'm dead tired after about 15 minutes. Most stupid. Did I talk to you again? Okay. You have the makings of a great fighter, Max. You'll be tested soon enough. Lord Varios, the king has sent for you. You must come at once. Of course. Lead the way, guardsman. I fear the worst, Max. Prepare yourself for true battle immediately. And yes, that man is a centaur. Centaurs are very common in this world. Did you see Varios' face? He went pale. Something really big is happening. Let's split up and see if we can't find out what's going on. I'll see you later. Now, we are not going to talk to everybody because I don't want to do a ton of reading. But, so, he talked to the priest. Hello, Max. I've been having the worst nightmares. Have you had any? Yes. I bet they're the same ones I've been having. I saw our land in ruins. Evil creatures roamed our halls. It seems so real. I'm having a problem with my science right now, it seems. So, the priests in town, this is true for Shining Force 2 also. They take care of a number of things. They'll save your game. They will revive fallen party members. They'll detox and uncurse. And they will promote your units. More on that later. God, I hate that I can't just press one button to talk to people in this one. Back and forth, up and down. Man, I'm tired of guarding this chapel all day. Like, I can't just do C, can I? No. And the control feels a little stiff for moving around. Castle Guardiana lies just ahead. Varios went in just a while ago. I don't know if it's the analog sound chip or if it's the sound is just kind of rough. I mean, it is, you know, yeah. Don't enter here without Lord Various' permission. This place will become important later, and there's one of these in every town. Let's see. Ah, hello you. Greetings, Max. I am May, Various' daughter. The other knights feel that Father has wasted his time on you. We shall see. The king seems very worried. Do you know why? No. My guess is that thoughts of the Gate of Ancients trouble our noble king. So if you see somebody with a face portrait, chances are they're important. Usually a party member. But yeah. What kind of treasure? I'm not sure. Something really valuable, I guess. So there's treasure back here, but this guard's like, yeah. Hey, cut that out. You can't push your way in here. Get out. So we can't get in there yet. Most stupid. I've got heroing to do. I'm not going that way. That is the story, Varios. Then, Your Majesty, we have no choice but to send Max, a young fighter. Oh, Max, good. I was going to look for you. First, listen to the king. What up, bruh? First, you must listen to what the king has to say. For centuries, our people have watched the Gate of Ancients as its guardians. Beyond that gate lies we know not what. Not even if it is of light or darkness. That's a weird sentence. But the ancients knew, and they sealed it beyond the gate and set us as guards. And now we find that we may have failed in our mission, our reason for existence. Signs have been seen that the forces of Runefaust are at the Gate of the Ancients. Whatever evil they are planning, we must stop it at all costs, and at once. But we must not panic the people, a small group of young but skilled warriors. Yes, he could do it. He could leave town unnoticed and have a chance to succeed, perhaps. Yes, Nova, I agree. Max, will you take this task? Nah, bruh. What? You refuse? It seems that Various is wrong about you after all. Too bad. Have you reconsidered? Will you go to the Gate of the Ancients and investigate? Very well. Now return to town and gather your troops. Come back when you're ready. Oh yeah, I guess we gotta talk to him first. Yeah, ow. Whatever. So we're supposed to go into town to gather our troops, and they were behind us the whole time. Wait, Max! Nova sent us. We're going with you. I am Luke, the warrior. Ken the Knight, at your service, Max. I'll follow wherever you lead. I am Tao. I'm only an apprentice mage, but I'll do my best. I am Hans, an elven archer. I'm coming, but don't put me on the front lines, okay? Luke, Ken, Tao, and Hans join the Shining Force. Meet us at headquarters back at the castle. But wait, there's more! Hey Max, don't try to sneak out of town without me. Lo joins the Shining Force. So hot damn, we've already got 6 party members. Now that you have your comrades, return to the king to hear his final commands. I'll follow your progress and offer advice as you face the vile hordes of Runefaust. Well, that's settled. See you at headquarters. So wow, 6 party members. How many do you think we can take? Well, let's go visit. Well, Max, are you ready to face the enemy? Max, no one is waiting. What do you mean no one's waiting? If that is all, then go now, for the hordes of Runefaust are still on the attack. There's nobody that can join the force because everybody's already in the party. You get 12-man parties in Shining Force. This is a tactical RPG. The Shining Force consists of 12 people and then a bunch of reserves. As we go through the story, we get, I think it's 30 party members in this game, and I think in 2 also. I think. And, spoiler, at least 3 of these dorks aren't going to make it. Not that they're going to get killed, but we're not going to be using them in the end. Hate to break people's hearts in case they like some of these people, but if you played this game before, you probably know which two are... One for sure is sticking around, and the other one is most likely going to stick around. We shall see. Anyway, let's talk to everybody. Please don't put me in front. I can't stand being hit. At last, a chance to become a real knight. Count me in. I'm ready, Max. You line them up and I'll chop them down. Now, these guys will have nothing else to say once they're in the party. Now, if they're out of the party, they'll be... everybody that's not... As you can see, these rooms are huge. They're meant to hold a lot of people. Anybody that's not in the party will be hanging out in these back areas. And you can talk to them, they'll have something different to say then. I think. I'm eager to try my magic. Let's get out there and toast some monsters. I'm most useful as a healer, but I'll get a few good whacks when I have to. I can heal wounds, but please try not to get injured, okay? Give me just a second. I'm gonna try and clear some of this sinus. You ever snort so hard to try and extract mucus out of your sinuses that you feel like you're gonna throw up? Yeah, it just happened to me. I feel a little bit better though. I'll probably do it again soon. But anyway, oh yeah. I'm gonna talk to this man. Now we can check the stats for everybody. So, okay. Here we have Max. He's a swordsman. He is our hero. If Max dies, we automatically lose the battle. Now, it's not necessarily game over, but you should probably load the game. Because you'll be booted back to town. You'll be minus half of your gold. And anybody that was dead at the end of the battle will still be dead. So, don't let him die. And the problem is, your swordsman usually starts off, in any Shining Force game, starts off with usually pretty weak defense. Now, by the end, he has incredibly strong defense, usually. Usually. There is some variance in how the level ups work. Basically, there's like... How do I explain it? There's like... Think of it this way. Say somebody has a 0.8 in a given stat growth, right? That means on any level up, there's an 80% chance that they'll level up in that stat. Now, if they have, say, a 1.6 stat growth, what that means is... This is not going to mean anything to you guys because it's something that other people have like found out through like vigorous testing and showed on graphs and stuff, blah blah blah. But say they have a 1.6 growth rate, it means they're guaranteed to get 1 point in that stat and a 60% chance to get another. That's basically how the Shining Force leveling system works. So if you're really unlucky, you can get pretty weak characters, but for the most part, they all level to roughly about the same average point every time. But luck does play a factor in. There is some RNG. Okay, attack and defense, self-explanatory. Move, how many spaces you can move on the battlefield. This is affected by terrain, like mountains, or these hills, trees, etc. Agility is turn order. Hit points and magic points, duh. XP, you need 100 XP per level. As you level, you can't keep killing the same weak things over and over again. Because eventually you get to a point where they start giving diminishing returns on XP. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot of power leveling to be done. And really the only way you can power level in this is through the spell Egress. What Egress does, and the heroes always get this spell, it basically warps you out of the battle and takes you back to town. You get to keep all the XP and gold you earned, but anybody that was dead stays dead until they're revived. When you go back to that same battle, all the enemies will be revived. So that's the way you power level if you want to. You kill almost everybody on the map, and then you egress and do it again. Because once a battle's done, it's done. You can't go back to it. There is no traditional grinding in this. You have to make use of the egress spell. So People can have up to 4 spells if they can use magic. Not everybody gets 4 spells. In fact, our hero only gets 2. But that's the usual case for heroes. And they can carry up to 4 items. This includes weapons, equipable rings, and expendable items like herbs and whatnot. Next we have Ken. Ken is a knight. All centaurs are knights. Well, with one exception in later on in this game and in one in Shining Force 2. Knights are known for high mobility. As you can see there, 7 move. However, they really struggle in anything that's not open terrain like roads or plains. If they start trying to go into hills and forests, their mobility is cut down far more than anybody else. So keep that in mind. Now, knights are often a very mixed bag. So, this is true for any character class, but boy, there are some knights that are just absolute trash, and then some that are just like amazing. There's 3 knights in this game that are really good, and you could probably get away with using a 4th if you wanted to. But the problem, well, the issue is, there's 2 other characters that aren't traditional knights, but they are lance users, and they're incredible. So by the end of this game, we're probably going to be using 5 lance users, which is nuts. Anybody that's played this game before knows which 5 it is. But yeah, Ken only has 8 hit points, which is incredibly low for a knight. But knights tend to get like pretty high hit points in the end. So we'll see. Knights can use lances and spears. What's the difference? Well, a lance will attack any square next to them. A spear can be used in melee range and 2 spaces away. So anytime you get a weapon upgrade and it's a spear type weapon instead of a lance type weapon, it's a good level. It's a good weapon level up. If your new weapon that you get is a lance, do not sell the old spear. Keep it until you get a better one, because that way, if you have to peg somebody from 2 spaces away, you can equip the spear in the middle of battle and chuck it instead, so you're not missing out on an attack, just sitting there doing nothing. So yeah, those are knights. High mobility and open plains and stuff like that. Luke the Warrior. Warriors are known for high defense, high attack, but they have very low agility and, well, they normally have low move, but Luke has 6 in this. So I don't remember that. And depending on the game you're playing, their hit points are usually not super great. They're fine, but they're mostly meant to be like little tanks, basically. These are your frontliners and any defensive knights you have. Warriors can use both, in this game anyway, can use swords and axes. And that's really it for Luke. Warriors are frontliners. Tao the Mage. Magic is not affected by any stats. It has set damage. Now, it can be affected by things like enemy weakness and whatnot, or enemy strengths. But for the most part, it's pretty consistent damage. Like, we have Blaze 1. It'll do about 5-6 damage, depending. Sometimes 7. Now, as for their stats, you can imagine they're pretty weak physically. Although, hilariously, Tao has 2 more hit points than Ken, and 1 more than Luke. They're not very mobile. Depending on which mage it is, they can be fairly agile, though, so, yeah. As it stands now, we can get 3 casts out of Blaze. And their weapon type is wood staffs. Their weapon really doesn't, like, if you have to upgrade weapons and you don't have money, like not a lot of money, you can usually skip on the staves. Now, if you've got the money, go ahead and get them, because who knows when you might need just a couple free points of damage here and there, but you know. And not all mages learn the same spells. This one here learns fire magic. The next one we're going to get learns ice magic, freeze. Our healer, for now, low. Wants to say, cast heal. Any adjacent square. Uses sticks. shit physical stats. It's about what you'd expect. A boring explanation, I know, but they're incredibly useful. Important, yeah. If I have Hans the Archer, which the backliner has like the most hit points of everybody except for our main hero. I don't know why. Also has more defense than our main hero. Not great move, but that's okay. They tend to have good agility, decent attack. Whoops. But of course they use arrows. Arrows. Oh, well. Arrows. They cannot be fired at adjacent squares, but they can be fired at enemies that are 2 squares away. And later on, you get arrows that can fire up to 3 squares away. So, pretty useful. Although in this game, archers aren't that great. They're, we'll see. A word of advice. Seek the hermit who lives by the gate of ancients. Nah, I think we good. So I forget where all the hidden items are in this game. I'll have to look them up. Of course, the most important thing we have to find is the swimwear for Tau and the next mage we get. Yes, they're swimwear. No, it doesn't affect stats. What it does is it'll change their battlefield sprite. So that they'll have like swimwear on instead of a robe. Like you can't really see anything. It's just one of those things. It's just kind of funny. Okay, let's talk to the boss. I'll leave everything to you. I must fortify the castle. You have your choose, but you need supplies. Take this to purchase what you need. 100 coins ain't gonna buy shit. A cart will take you to the Gate of Ancients. Go now and carry out your task. I don't think there's anybody else here I need to talk to. There's just a bunch of knights hanging out. I'll check in a second, but I don't think we can get the treasure. A great view from the top of this tower. You can see forever. Yes, it's an interesting tower, isn't it? So much to see and do. Oh my, what a lovely view. Alright. Yeah, I'll have to get a guide list to help me remember where things are. There's a lot of stuff I remember in Shining Force 2. And I remember where the most important hidden thing is in Shining Force CD, but this game, not so much. So in this game and in CD... no, didn't think so. In this game and CD, you open treasure chests while you're out on the battlefield. Because you don't always get a chance to afterward. In Shining Force CD, you definitely don't. Sometimes you do in this one. There's one more person we should go visit. Pay the old man no heed, youngster. His mind isn't what it used to be. Hey there, youngster. My name's Gort. Care to hear my story? Thanks. No one talks to me anymore. All too busy. Want to hear a secret? Never trust anyone outside this city. Murderers and thieves, all of them. I ought to know. I used to be a great warrior. Been all over the world. Why, I have half a mind to go out again. What if I got a good offer? There are so many monsters outside the city gates. There's no escape. Bad times are friend. Oh, whatever. Wasn't anything important. Oh yeah, speaking of not important. Hey, watch it, pal. How'd you like it if I tried to run you over with a cart? Grr, woof woof, arf, bork. Oh, that's right, there's a separate search button. Sorry, but I'm busy packing. Grandpa's out somewhere. He has time to talk. Grandpa was once the best warrior in all of Room, but that was a long time ago. They're probably talking about the old man over there in the bar. Let me through, old man. We're all upset about our daughter's nightmare. Do you think it means anything? My poor girl. I can't seem to calm her down. Well, if Pops here would move... Uh-oh. I had an awful dream. The whole town burned down. Our house, too. No! Move, you fuck. Move, ass face. Ah, the problems with old RPGs. Don't mind the boss. He gets like that sometimes. Perhaps I can help you out? So, we can buy, medical herb. We're gonna buy one for each person. Oh, the sound being unsynced with these earbuds is throwing me off so bad. You guys aren't gonna notice it, but I will. Yes, buying items in this is very slow. I guess I could have paused it, but oh well. Now, if I wanted to play a super safe, I'd get an Angel Wing too, which is basically just an itemized form of egress, but it's not really needed at this point. Be careful, Max. The Knights resent the time Lord Various spends training with you. Can I save? If I can, I should do that. I sense you were heading into great danger, Max. Can I be of any assistance? Okay, so as we said before, cure, raise, save, and promote. Once your party members get to 10 or higher, they can be promoted into their next class. Which basically just raises their stat growth and gives them access to new weapons. And sometimes new spells. But the longer you wait to promote, the better. Because remember what I said earlier about how the enemies give diminishing returns on XP? Well, if you wait longer to promote, then basically you're extending the amount of time that you get to whack enemies and get full XP. So, yeah. And plus it just leads to better growth, so, yeah. There, my record of your exploits is complete. Will you continue your journey? Yes. No. It's time to go to our first battle, but once we get there... Actually, you know what? We're going to stop right here. So we got all the entries out of the way, everything's been explained. So next time we meet, our first battle. Later.